at you live from DNHQ in beautiful South Pasadena, California. This is the Blue Heaven Podcast. What is going on, Dodgers Nation? My name is Clint. You can find me as Real FRG on the Twitter and Instagram.
The really enthusiastic, emphatic? Is that a word?
Emphatic.
That's a word.
It's emphatic.
What's up, guys? My name is Brooke. You can find me at BrookeMe3 on Twitter and Instagram. That's Eric.
Hey, guys. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram.
You can find him in the 805.
Eric's at the table now. Huh? Eric's at the table now.
I'm at the adults table for now. We'll see how long it lasts. But you can find me on Twitter and Instagram. That is at EEULAU. It's adults table because we're drinking beer.
On today's show, guys, the bullpen sucks a load of butts. There's no way around that. We're going to talk about that. We're also
sticking with toilet humor. Dodger Stadium brought to you by PP. We're going to talk once again, unfortunately, about Walker Buehler. And I'm really tired of talking about Walker Buehler, but, you know, he just keeps on pooping the bed. There's three. Everything has to do with Dookie, like the hats. Dave does us a little dirty after we do something nice for him last week. The Pilar era, and Eric and I disagree, the Pilar era ends dramatically. Kershaw's return is imminent, and a whole lot more. Before we get into the show, we got to remind you this is a podcast, so if you'd like to subscribe to us,
a podcast
on the iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, everywhere your podcasts are available for free. We live there. Do subscribe. That would be terrific. No. And subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/DodgersNationTV.
Guys, don't forget this is also a live stream. We do this every Monday, so make sure you jump into the chat. Let us know where you're repping Dodgers Nation tonight. I didn't do 1K. I don't know. First one here. Dodgers dub best team. Yep. Anthony Keene says, yo, happy Monday, my dudes. Anthony, good to see you as always. Nightingale says, I got a case of the Hershey Squirts per sources. That's good for you. Dave Luna says, Brooke is back. I am back. Hello.
Nothing gets past them.
You have Modelo. Okay. Somebody has a Modelo today, at least, so we're staying on brand.
It's the last one in the fridge, and, you know, Brooke he stole the other one earlier, which is racist.
A good question for you. Clint, this is from Dave Luna. Clint, what is a JAG? A reclamation project? Is Tyler Anderson king of the Jags?
This year, he is king of the Jags. Last year, Phil Bickford.
Explain what a JAG is to the good people?
He's just a guy. He's a guy that you don't expect to do anything, and you know. I mean, I guess, you know, guy being a dude, a JAG is just a throw-in. Like I don't know. They've all been. You know what? I can't define it. I can't really define it right now because the Jags have not been jaggy. They're not. You know,
great show too.
Getting jaggy with it. So my answer is I don't know.
All right, Mr. First Cat. All right.
Yeah.
We need to lead arms by the trade deadline, guys. I would also agree with that. That's something we're going to talk about a lot today because things are not well.
Yeah,
not goodly.
Need some help out there. Let me find some comments. Cheryl's in the stream on Facebook. Came to crash the party. Go Dodgers. Jesus is asking over on the what do we call this? YouTube. Let's get down to business. Who broke Walker and Julio? Justin Kim wants to see some Frankie Montes. We'll get into Walker a little bit. I don't know how much we're going to talk about Julio today, but if people want to, you know, maybe we will. Swag Daddy McGee asking his Graterol Hall in Oklahoma City. Yeah, we will be talking about Brusdar, as he is called. Mr. First Cat wants some elite arms, like he said. And we've learned today that Eric is real big about elite, the word elite.
Love the word elite. It's a great word.
What's the problem with elite?
It's so overused in sports talk.
Oh, yeah.
It is so overused.
So it's like every other sports term.
Mm-hmm.
Elite gets abused.
Compete.
Yeah, that's up there.
He's got elite compete.
I think ESPN ruined it when they did the whole elite quarterback thing every hour of every day, and it's like, okay, I'm done. I'm done with this.
What about, and let me be clear when I say this to you, Max Kellerman. But elite is the greatest word of all time.
I'm not touching that one.
Not racist. Anyway,
that was Stephen A. Smith for those that didn't.
People know my Stephen A. Smith impression. I've been doing my Stephen A. Smith impression since I first started doing it.
Hey, it's an elite impression.
God damn it.
If you touch my knee one more time.
I'm really excited. Let me pretend.
Here.
Yeah, let me pretend I'm writing coach here. Right. Let me get my knees together here. There we go.
Let's get into the heaty meaty topic here, guys. The bullpen is sucking butt. There's no way around it. June still early, small sample size, not looking good. Almost 5.5 ERA in June. Over the last week, just under 5 ERA. And really the worry about Brusdar, and for me, maybe I'm the only guy in the room that's a little worried about Alex Vesia because it looks like he's been all over the place. Even if he's getting the job somewhat done for the most part, he's not 2021 the real AV. But Graterol is kind of the weakest link in the bullpen right now, and that's unfortunate. We love Brother Gatorade, man. 4.81 ERA. FIP is a little more friendly at 3.84. What do we think? What do you think about our lovable baby boy?
He's in an unfortunate position where I feel like Dave is leaning on him a little bit too much in situations where he shouldn't be, especially going on back-to-back days. I mean, that's just not his thing.
He's taking those innings that are supposed to be Trinan, supposed to be Canely, and he's what we have.
He's had a big load put onto his shoulders, and that's like, phrasing, but it's a really unfortunate position for him to be in because we've all agreed on the fact that he's not a seasoned pitcher yet. He's not where he needs to be. I think he could use time in AAA, to be honest with you. Continued time in AAA. Obviously, you have a guy who throws 100 miles an hour, you automatically think, big leaguer, of course. But when you don't have a developed secondary pitch and then you can't control your primary pitch, that's a problem. That's something they need to get past. But we're in a position where we don't have Blake Trinan. We are missing starting pitching arms. We're missing Tyler Anderson out of the bullpen. We're missing... David Price isn't even a real pitcher at this point. I don't even know what he does anymore these days. The burrito is still in AAA, and we can't get him back. I don't know what's going on there, but... I don't know. We're just kind of like piecing things together. Which and it's working.
It's working
as it always has.
The fact that they're able to go 19-12 in a 31 game over 30-day run, it's still pretty damn impressive. Even if it wasn't always pretty, and it sucks to go, split the series with somebody like the Mets, who we talked about last week on the roundtable. I think what we're looking at, thanks to what did Doug call him? Like I don't remember, some Ben Fraudlander or something like that. But the Dodgers have had a weak schedule to start the season, and then all of a sudden you go and play a team like the Mets, who are supposed to be good. They're supposed to be among the best in the league because they paid for it. And they don't look all that great. But also, again, the Dodgers are coming off a pretty tough stretch. They've burned through a lot of the bodies.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
I don't know. I started with a question to you, and then I just started going. But you got anything to add?
Yeah, Brusdar Graterol just does not miss bats. We've been saying this now we're on year 2 of trying to explain to people that, yes, the velocity to Brooks' point is awesome. He does not miss bats. He pitches to a lot of contact. And that's great, except when it's line-to-line contact. So, I think he's still a very much a work in progress. At this point, they cannot afford to send him down the minors, in my opinion. He's also become a Dave Roberts bullpen favorite, and once you're a Dave Roberts bullpen favorite, you are a Dave Roberts bullpen favorite forever, and you will be used every day of every night until your arm falls off. So that's where we're headed.
Somewhere Joe Torre's smiling down. He's still alive, but he's smiling down on something like that. Mr. First Cat says David Price is doo-doo. He's fine.
At this point, they need him.
Yeah, they need him.
They need someone who can pitch innings.
They need is my boy Reyes Maranta back when the burrito. What did I initially call him though?
I don't know.
No, it was always burrito.
It was burrito. I called him burrito. Yeah, man, I say some weird shit on this show. I tell you what. Vessia, am I the only guy who's worried about Alex Vessia?
I think he was due for some regression, but I'm not super worried about Vessia yet.
I don't know. This is something out there. He's not really walking a bunch of dudes, but it just feels like he's always on that tightrope. That's where I'm at with it.
Well, I think too. He says he's a big pitching with emotion guy now. He kind of made that change last year, so I feel like maybe the numbers, maybe that kind of distracts me from how bad some of his numbers have been, because I do enjoy how confident he is on the mound, but it's definitely not looking like 2021.
He didn't allow a run through his first 10 appearances of the season, and they leaned pretty heavily on him during that time. So he has shown phases of where he can go. And relievers, we know that relievers are volatile. They'll always be volatile. That's their job, is to be volatile. That's the point of them. So I don't know. He's got the stuff there. He's got the reverse splits. He's got sometimes the even splits, and so I think that's why they like him a lot. I don't really worry about him too much. I do worry about Brusdar big time. Yeah, he will ride highs and lows for sure. And I think that their usage of him is not helping him any.
No, he's coming in against some of the high leverage. He's coming into high leverage spots, and he's not that guy. He needs to be kind of babied and coddled. He's never going to have, he's never going to have that strikeout. That's not his game. He's got to get some soft contact, but he's not getting the soft contact. I think he's got to abandon that cutter maybe, because I don't know if that's thrown him off. But yeah, he's able to get hit a lot, and that ain't good. That ain't good for business. Got a couple questions in here about Victor Gonzalez. He underwent an arm procedure?
Question mark?
pretty sure it was an arm thing, and they're hoping he's back by like September, maybe August. But
it was an elbow. It was an elbow thing.
Yeah. Which is part of his arm.
The debridement.
It's true.
Which I think is what they do to your hard drives too.
Most arms have an elbow. Can confirm, not all. Roach wants Chris Capuano back.
Shout out.
In the stream doing what Roach does.
Nice poll.
Talking about Dodger hacks of yesteryear. I hope you did not buy another Scott Men's-like autographed ball, Roach. You could do better things. Roach, what are we all drinking? We got Modelo's and we got a pair of 805s. We might be switching to some liquors real soon to have more fun with these shows. Jay Carrasco, 24. What happened to Phil Bickford? So that's the funny question that even Eric forgot today, that they optioned Bickford for some dumb reason. Really, it was just roster moves. Rosterbations. But Philip should be back soon. I would not be surprised to see him part of, they had to lean on Brusdar for this Mets series. Maybe Brusdar does get that option and Phil is back, but I don't even know if it's been 10 days on that yet.
I just realized why Bickford got sent down. Probably had some Jurassic Park premieres he had to appear at.
I don't get it.
Because he walks like a dinosaur. You got it, but you just wanted to make me a fool.
He's real lurchy.
He's a little lurchy, dude.
Caleb Ferguson's back, and he's been around, and he's kind of like, there.
He's looked good. They're just so careful with how they're going to use him coming off of Tommy John.
Oh, they're terrified.
Jimmy John.
They're terrified of hurting him for sure.
Yeah.
They're terrified of it.
Do you want to have your third Tommy John?
He made one appearance, and they were like, go back, down. Go down, please.
You did so good.
You're not supposed to be here yet,
We gave him snacks on the way out the door.
Yeah,
Orange wedges.
I will
Gave him a
say,
Capri Sun.
I will say, and I haven't looked through every comment. I've tried to look through many a comment here. I am kind of surprised I haven't seen Dave Roberts slander.
Oh, there was one. There's definitely at least
but only one.
Yeah, I only saw one for sure.
After his eventful weekend.
Dave Luna brings up a good point, something you talked about earlier. He says, has anybody checked in on the Danny Duffy nanny cam? Is he alive? It's a good question. We got to figure that out. Maybe we'll have Doug ask that this week or next week or whenever.
Next week, when they're back in town, we'll do the thing where we talk to David Roberts with words. But yeah, we can talk about Dumbass Dave though a little bit. I'm calling him Dumbass Dave because why not? We are pretty staunch in our pro Dave Roberts enthusiasm around here. But come on, how do you not know the rules? I get that they kind of
relax.
Won't they on the rules?
Yeah, they relax on it before. Honestly,
plus Bob Guerin missing that.
Pretty stupid rule.
It's a pretty stupid rule.
Pretty stupid rule.
But at the same time, it's also kind of stupid that he's putting in a dude to pitch, a position player to pitch when they're down only by 5 runs.
Ninth inning.
But
come on, dude. What are the odds? In a time where you're playing, 31 games in 30
fake
days
hustle,
or whatever
man.
it is?
It's about fake hustle. You have Kevin Pillar on the team. It's about fake hustle.
Is it 31 games in 30 days?
Yeah.
They're tired. They got no starters. They got Mitch White holding on by a deer, by just the edge of his
third white,
edge of his career. I don't know what's going on in the starting rotation these days, but you got a bullpen that's barely holding it together. You're trying to piece together wins. You're trying to make sure that you can win the next day, and down 5 runs, punt.
So you don't have
support
a problem.
the punt.
You don't have a problem with that. You have any issues with the punt? Are you a pro puntier?
I mean, I've been known to be conservative, maybe too much in my life. I don't really care.
He's got a tattoo. That's not very conservative.
You guys know Eric has a tattoo?
Yeah, that's a fact.
You didn't see that one coming, did you?
No, they did not.
It's pretty big,
Eric
too.
was very excited about it today. Just say,
Doug hasn't stopped talking about it.
All of you people look exactly the same to me, all right?
Does Cass know you have a tattoo?
I hope so. I think so.
She's never seen his back there.
Yeah. I did not care about him trying to put Zach McKinstry in. Roberts tried to substitute him in. Umpire said, hey, you can't do that.
Meanwhile, somewhere John Boy was like, "Argh!"
Yeah. Buck Showalter jokingly said he had to remind him, he had to count how many runs there were in the outs because he kind of admitted to hey, I kind of forgot about that rule too. So
dumb rule.
It was a dumb rule, but it's also too for people that just love to bag on Dave Roberts every step of the way it was goal. But no issues from me with trying to put a position player in with a 5 being down 5 in the 9th.
I would really have liked to have seen if Zach McKinstry could pitch.
Yeah, that's a question. There was a question right now. Somebody the question is, can McKinstry pitch? I doubt it. I mean, he's got 2 arms. He could throw. They could all throw. He's gonna go up there. He's probably gonna throw 54 like they all do, and then it'll be boring. And then give up 2 runs, and then it's even worse. And then you lose by more.
That's fine.
That's why Hanser's the best position player to watch pitch.
Absolutely.
He actually tries.
He's got stuff. He's got plus stuff. Elite, if you will. Roach said there was a pitcher from the Mets who was white with a mustache, and my girl said, that looks like the podcast guy.
You moonlighting as
I
a
will
reliever?
say, Top Gun 2 has put me ahead in the game. All of a sudden, I'm looking real good to people. White guys with mustaches.
You've always
Thank you,
looked good to
Miles
me.
Teller. I've needed this. I was ahead of the game. Remember that? Everybody remember? Okay.
I feel like just letting him flounder more on this. Like,
No, he's not. He's doing great. He's not floundering.
I'm just here to toot my own horn and make myself look better.
He's doing a hell of a job.
Yeah, I think so too.
There
Some
we
guy
go.
also said there's 3 porn stashes on this show now, and it's interesting.
That was my buddy Joe.
Hey, Mrs. Eric's mom in the stream, letting us know what Eric's tattoo is about.
It's a homage to my favorite surf spot. There you go.
Thanks,
Mom.
Cherie.
Appreciate it.
She knows what's up.
We appreciate Mother. Guys, the other big news. Do you guys want to talk about the rat piss, or do you want to talk about Bueller first?
Aren't those one and the same?
No, I think I did a doo-doo reference. To Bueller.
Let's talk about the Dodger Stadium thing, because we have an insider here with information.
Oh, we're just.
I
revealing-
also pee.
Listen, as a big-time pro peer, PA, does come with sources. So, the quote from the New York Post: Mets aren't thrilled with working conditions at Dodger Stadium. According to one Met, the video room is dingy and smells like rat urine. Says it is far below MLB standards. And Brooke, we did an article about it on our DodgersNation.com. Check it out. And while you're on the internet, do subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/DodgersNationTV. Hit that bell, hit that like, leave a comment. Really helps out the channel. You got some feedback on your article.
I did. Direct
folks?
from people who actually work there and do that kind of thing.
Anonymous sources.
3 different
positive.
people.
Sources: :
Me?
Okay.
Oh. 3 different people.
that would be
Should I just
poop.
read them direct, Poop sources?
This is the poop sources about pee. This is what people who are employed by the Dodgers have to say about that getting out. That finally, the
cat is out of the bag. We'll go with another.
No, it's a Gonsolin thing. We're talking about him on Roundtable.
That's true.
One person said the sewer pipes are terrible. It's the most foul thing I've ever smelled, and it's where we have been preparing for years. Thank you for writing the article.Maybe they'll clean it. Our room smells like someone, keep it.
Did chewing tobacco in there?
I don't know. Can't
Drop
are we family friendly
drop
now?
the dookie.
Another person had said that they were happy that somebody on the Mets finally complained because maybe they'll fix it. Maybe they'll do something about it.
Oh, I mean, Stephen Cohen's the guy that have the proper owner to be doing that.
Another person just went on to say, it's not just rat pee. It smells like shit in there all the time, 24/7. And they've said that there's nothing they can do about it.
Listen,
hopefully this encourages them to look in the pipes. I don't know what the problem
Listen,
is.
man, a little hantavirus never hurt nobody. I mean, I think
I
it
feel like
literally
Dodgers-
has.
There was one time where the poop pipe exploded.
Yeah, spring training against the Angels, and there was a whole thing.
He called the shit poop.
I mean, it's kind of embarrassing, I like that. Joe Young, perfect timing. Is Dodger Stadium trying to do its best Oakland O.Co. Stadium impression?
Have you guys
here?
been to that stadium?
Yes.
No.
It's horrific.
Yeah, well, he's been to
It's-
every stadium.
It
Get
is
tattoos.
so terrible.
Yeah, it's pretty dookie, quite literally. But this Dodger Stadium thing is, knowing how much they've invested into this place and how they want to be this crown jewel of Major League Baseball. And the All-Star Game is coming to this ballpark this year, and you're getting these kind of headlines. Kind of a bad look. Kind of bad on, Stan and the boys.
Shout out to you. Joe Young says rat piss is in Eric's backyard shed.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a good call. Call back.
That's when your good friends are on a live stream and just blow you up about some of your dark secrets there.
Why are your rats always in your shed, man?
I've killed a lot of them.
I thought it was neighbors.
They've joined the meeting
No.
a few times.
Yeah, they have. I mean, at least the Mets. It's good to know the Mets are good for one rat-based controversy every year. Last
New
year
York
it was the rat in the dugout. Allegedly,
The pizza rat.
it was more
pizza rat.
like Jeff McNeil fighting with another player, and then this year
Whoa.
it's hey. I'm
Do you
just
have
saying.
sources?
Look, Jeff McNeil is from Santa Barbara County, so I can speak for him legally.
All right.
Everybody from Santa Barbara County can talk for each other.
Yeah,
Is that how it goes?
it's a rule.
The 805, if you will. Did you know that beer is the area code in which that beer is bottled?
Did you know that Anheuser-Busch tried to copyright all of their phone codes to make beers for all of them, and then the Department of Justice stopped them? There you go. Fun fact. Back to baseball.
Did you know this weekend I drank 8 beers at Dodger Stadium on Friday
Wait,
night?
does this do you have a new max now for most you've ever spent on alcohol at Dodger Stadium?
Yeah, because I bought for somebody else too.
Okay.
You were also famous, and you were on TV not getting a CT3 home run ball.
Oh, I almost caught it. It was close. Yeah.
And then you beat
It's
up
because I'm not
3.
aggressive. I won't like push people to get it.
Be aggressive.
That's like,
had it
when
in
you're
my
at
hand.
concerts at GA.
I felt it like this. I had it, and then somebody ripped it out of my hand.
Hey, somebody clip that little section right there. Roach, Cody, you guys are on the clock.
It's for your mom.
Oh, there it is. Our first.
It's over 9,000.
Your mom drop of
I missed all of your moms.
Brooks' triumphant-ish
I don't know
return.
how I feel about it when actual moms are watching. Leslie's always watched, but she knows.
Knows. What does she know?
She knows that it's just I just do that.
It's part of the shtick.
It's part of the shtick.
The shtick.
It's
I've never actually been with. Well,
that's
actually, that's not true. Never mind. I'm gonna stop myself there.
I'm
Look
not
at your
gonna be
mother
here.
ever. Listen, that's part of the mustache era of Brooke. Like before, when he was like that little cuck baby kid, maybe he would have been polite and
I
was
would
like,
court.
Do we
people.
have the Budweiser jersey
I would ask
around?
their fathers if I could take their daughters on
put
dates.
the bud hat on whenever you're going to talk about people's moms. That's the way it goes. Anyways, hopefully they find a way to fix that because it's pretty embarrassing. They only got 5 more home games in June. They have a lot of time off here in June. They do have that weird Blue Diamond Gala in the middle of the month after I think it's after the Angels
Is
series.
that with Jennifer Lopez?
J-Lo in the flesh. Thankfully,
Oh my
no
God, me and
A-Rod.
Doug might meet J-Lo.
Yeah, you guys are basically you guys could be her next Bennifer.
Yeah, I could
that a
be
thing?
like her boy
Benlo?
toy. I don't know what they'd call those when you're older. Should be a cougar. She's a mom, right?
What would your ship name be?
She's
What is
a mom?
it? She is a mother of many.
J-Bro. J-Bro.
I think it'd be like Bronifer. Are you Bronifer?
Brennifer.
Bronifer. I'm a bro. You got to get more in
Brooke
there.
Lopez.
Yeah, that's it right there. Brooke Lopez. I was about to say that.
That's
yeah.
already a thing. That's already a thing. He was a basketball man.
You actually know that?
I know of sports.
That's
Do you
shocking.
know Brooke
I know.
Lopez's brother's name?
Your mom.
Sideshow Bob?
Okay, hey guys, I didn't see you there. Thanks for stopping around.
I don't know why anybody watches this
Ernesto
shit.
says, like your show, Doug. Thank you. It is me. You are your host.
He just saw YouTube, Dodger Station's like guaranteed to be
McCabe.
Doug.
That's Doug.
Longy Raider says, timeout. Brooke, Craig Osterberg has a fix for the Dodger Stadium issue. Use some Glad spray. Yeah, they'll fix it.
Is that a sponsor? Didn't we have-
Domestic or imported, guys? We have a bit of both here. We drink anything that is beer. Trent Thomas wanted you to channel your inner Zach Campbell.
I
ball
will not
incident.
recognize that name.
It's your best friend.
I'll elbow him in the face.
Hey,
if he's
Swollen
going after a ball.
Sausage. Swollen Sausage's up there.
Oh, is it the avocado offer again?
Hey, Swollen
Okay.
Sausage, let me tell you, Eric brought up the avocado thing last
I
week.
love avocados.
He really does want to go up there. I'm a little frightened you're going to turn this into sausage. I'm not going to lie.
Huh?
But,
Or bury us in your 400-acre orchard and we'll never be found again.
Roach brings up the old trough bathrooms at Dodger Stadium.
Oh,
what if
miss
they
those.
still have those in the video room? Maybe that's where they stored them all. You know how like
that all makes
around
sense.
Dodger Stadium, it's like all the old, not turnstiles, but all the old.
Yeah, they have like memorabilia or like
no, it's not
the
even
old
memorabilia.
seats.
It's all the old like hot dog decoration bars. They're just stuffed into the back corners of the parking lot.
Oh, I was thinking of like Top Deck. They have like
you,
the
like,
old
walk
signs
there.
and stuff. Yeah, I walk.
You walked it? Oh yeah, you're a crazy person.
Yeah, he's a weird cat.
Take the metro. Get
weird
some walks
character.
In. Yeah, I'm an odd cat.
Trying to get through some of these comments. Nando 390. Tom Selleck has the best mustache in history. Boomer Assassin. Where's D-Max sleeping off a bottle of near beer? Got him. Because you guys see that's a non-alcoholic beverage back in the day.
I followed. Yeah. And Doug doesn't drink very much.
Yeah, I don't know. He got pretty torched on the show last week. He had a whole 2 beers.
He had a whole 2 beers. Yeah.
and he finished them. To be fair, we were bullying him heavily before the show.
I was at the stadium, so I didn't get to watch.
I'll make it all about you.
It's like you chose not to watch. Don't you have AirPods? Just ignore your friend. You're
Yeah, let's put on your earbuds.
I was trying to
support the
flirt with
channel.
Kirsten.
That's fair. That's
Moving
fair.
on. All right, the other thing. After Rat Piss USA. Hey, you guys remember when it was Dodger Town USA? That was like their whole thing.
Yeah.
2009, baby. Manny Wood. Anyways, moving on.
I was in high school.
Walker Buehler. Look, I'm tired of talking about Walker Buehler. You talk about Walker Buehler.
Walker Buehler's 2 scoops of ass right now. I don't know what else to tell you other than that. I don't know what's going on with him, man. I mean,
there's such a hardcore motif in this
there's a clip.
podcast.
Sorry.
There's a clip.
Just 2 scoops of ass right now. I don't know what's going on with him, dude, because like he got his fastball velocity up, right? That was a big problem. They're like, he's sitting 94, 95. He's usually up 97, 98. He was hitting 97, 98 on his last start on Saturday. And then the stuff that's usually good was getting racked. I think all of his home runs and like hard hit balls were off of breaking balls. So he's just, I don't know what the hell's wrong with him. Like I've looked at all of his numbers. I looked at all of his peripherals. Everything about what he's doing and what he's throwing says that he should be having a decent year.
Yeah.
And he's just not. It's just not. And I don't know what the hell's going on with him. And I don't know if it's just like one of those roller coaster months for him, because he does have those. If you look back over the course of his career, there's like 4 or 5 starts where he'll be like not really very consistent at all.
He did at the end of last year. He was like a Cy Young frontrunner and then just blew up the last 4 or 5 starts of the year.
So maybe this is just his end of the year blow up, and it's coming right now, and then he'll have an uptick for the rest of the season. That's what I'm hoping for, because 4 earned runs against the Pirates does not look good. 5 earned runs against the Mets is actually a little bit better than 4 earned runs against the Pirates somehow. So only going 2 1/3 innings though, when your freaking
Career
team
low.
is
gassed,
struggling for pitchers and trying to get through things. Not a good look for you. 19 earned runs and 24 2/3 innings in his past 5 starts or something like that. He's just getting racked. He's getting hit hard. His ERA is just like skyrocketing from where it was when before he hit that oomph against the Phillies in April. He had like a 1.96 ERA.
Yeah, he was solid. He threw the complete game.
Up to a 3.84 ERA now after all this garbage. And
I still maintain.
I just don't know what's wrong.
I've said now for weeks. I still maintain that at the end of the year, the numbers are going to look fine. Everything's going to be in its right place. As Charlie Steiner notes, or Tim Neverett notes, the wins are there. The
wins are there.
The wins are there.
Really
and
important.
Isn't that really what's most important in baseball?
As soon as I read some of his quotes after his game, and he was talking about, it's about the little victories now. And as soon as you start talking about the little victories, that just tells you how rough of a year it's been. I still think he should just ditch the 4-seam fastball for like 2 starts. Just throw your cutter.
Cutter 2-seam?
Yeah, I mean, the fastball's just getting racked.
I mean, he did. I forgot who it was he played. He started against before that Pirates start. But he pretty much just went like heavy curve slider
not Diamondbacks.
And did well. Might have been
Nationals.
Nats. He gave up 2 early and then just went curve slider, a little bit of cut, anything, show me fastballs. And it worked out for him. He ended up, after that, tossing 5 scoreless after his ugly first inning. I think, though, you start doing that, you're just trying to get through it and go through the motions. You're not doing yourself a service of looking at trying to fix your issues, and Walker Buehler needs to have his fastball for the postseason.
I agree. I'm just thinking from a mental reset perspective. Just shelve it. You still have 5 other pitches. Anthony Keene in the comments mentioned something that was brought up today before we got on the air. Any chance Walker's tipping his pitches? They seem to be jumping
we got a couple
right
comments
off the
about
bat.
that.
Did you find anything concrete about that?
No. I mean, so far it's just people saying like he's got to be tipping his pitches, because why else would he be getting racked like this? But we're not bringing up the obvious here.
We're like going through the 7 stages of grief. We're at denial right
We're
now.
not bringing the obvious here, which is the fact that maybe Walker Buehler is just not as good of a pitcher if he doesn't use something sticky.
But they eliminated the sticky mid last year, and he still was good. But
it wasn't nearly cracked down upon as it is this year. Like, he got away with a lot of different stuff. They weren't checking hands, and now they're checking hands.
Now they're doing
and
hand
he's
stuff.
notoriously been a guy who has sticky stuff on his hands, and you can see it. And it's very
he was
obvious.
always this guy.
He's this guy too, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But I think they're cracking down on it more, and he's not getting away with it now. And he knows he's not, and so he's not going to that. That's my belief.
Hot takes.
I think that he's just not the same guy without that. And he's not necessarily that he was using anything illegal. It's not anything like that. It's that he was using the tack that everybody uses and that everybody's able to use between the rosin and the sweat or sunscreen, whatever it might be, helps you get a grip on the ball. And it's just not working out for him right now.
Really
and the change in the balls with the lower seams, too, I think it's been a drastic change for him as
There's
well.
a number of things. And the fastball RPM, the spin rate is down. It shows it. All of it adds up. Maybe a pinch of tipping. But, yeah.
So I took his numbers from K per 9 from June 2018 to June 2021. They started the rule on the 21st. His K per 9 was 10.05. After last June through May 30th, it was 8.81. I mean, that's a big drop. That's almost 20% fewer strikeouts per 9. So
he's not punching dudes out. He's not finishing them off. Phrasing. But even when he's getting deep into counts with them or getting ahead of him in the counts, he's not putting them away. Like he's putting pumping fastballs out over the heart of the plate. Like what are you expecting?
Fouling them.
Yeah.
Or those breaking balls that are just not even close to right-handed
buried.
hitters.
Yeah, just buries them.
It's a bit of everything. The control is right there at the top, and the control comes with him trying to overthrow it or the ball slipping on him, because the ball is a lot different this year, and the lack of sticky is definitely gonna play a good bit of a role. So ultimately, still not overly worried, but the concern meter is starting to.
What's your concern number 1 to 10? 10 being most concerned.
Well, in the past, I've been like 2 or 3. I think I'm upping it to about a 5 or 6 now. Like a little concern. I mean, it's a decent amount of concern, but it's not like we need to pull this guy from the rotation. He should never start. We need to trade him immediately. Not overreacting is what I'm saying yet. We're not there. We're not at overreaction point yet. Nando says maybe the pants are too tight.
I was about to say I'm proud of us for none of us making a tight pants joke.
We almost made it all the way through. I got an explosion.
Speaking of not a good look, did you guys like the new City Connects? Do you like the City Connect? No, the whole deal.
Well, wasn't it just a hat? Isn't everything else the same?
Well, they added the black under.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, what are your thoughts on the whole look with the black bill?
The black bill looks a lot better.
The hat was the only thing that was different. Everything else was the same.
Well, they took those doyers off the front.
The black undershirts are different, too.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's what Doug said. I don't know. I was trusting insider Doug.
I mean, he knew stuff that he called Michelangelo out on like a Ted Williams fact.
Sure,
so I'm going to trust D-Mac.
I think that was supposed to stay in-house.
Yeah.
God.
That's Michelangelo taking you out.
Edit.
Daniel said Brooks' mustache is the Wish version of Matt Carpenter's.
Oh, shit. I see it.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh.
I've had a couple people tag me in Matt Carpenter things.
It's weird seeing Matt Carpenter as a Yankee. A janky. Yeah, I don't like it at all.
How come they let you have mustaches at the Yankees, but not beards?
Yankees just need to grow the F up.
Mattingly, I told you to shave the sideburns.
Get off the team for good.
I knew I was inviting that in.
Hey, Brooke, that's a Simpsons reference.
Yeah, I understand that. I get it.
In case you didn't know.
But in terms of the uniforms, much better with the black hats and the Los Dodgers on the side. Like, I don't know. I'm not really particularly fond of any City Connect jerseys, to be honest with you, except the White Sox jerseys.
I love the Rockies ones. They're so good.
Do you really like the Rockies ones?
I absolutely hate them. They're
horrific.
They're abhorrent.
They're the wrong
terrible.
color
I like them
They're
more.
The wrong colors.
I like them more than them whack-ass Angels ones that have nothing to do with anything. Hey, did you guys know that Anaheim's real close to some top-notch surf?
To Huntington Beach.
The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and their top-notch surf.
Santa Monica in the background. I was like, Santa Monica, you're like a 3-hour drive on a busy day.
Yeah, they could have gone like Corona Del Mar, something a little farther south.
Like Laguna Beach.
What's their record since they unveiled those stupid-ass uniforms? Aren't they like 0-8 since that?
Oh, is it a Madden curse thing?
I don't know. I'm just putting that together right now, but I agree with Longy Raider right there. The Angels are lame as F.
As Andy Friedman?
God damn it.
My lovely mother, Shirilo, says ditch the Smurf look.
Who? You? Are you a Smurf? Who's a Smurf?
She says, blue uniforms. My mother says ditch the Smurf look.
Oh. I don't know if that's like a...
Angels should have just like put Mickey ears on their little A.
Yeah, but don't lean into that. Like
they have nothing to lean into. What else is in Anaheim?
I don't know. 5 freeway.
The Ducks.
5 freeway.
There's nothing in Anaheim except Disneyland and the Ducks.
There really is nothing
Bottle
to
Logic
Anaheim.
Brewing's decent.
Shut up. Shut your whore mouth.
Wait, will they be sponsored by a bar, or are they going to just have bars?
No, they have Carl Strauss by the stadium is pretty bad too. Carl
Strauss is horrible.
I've had some rough beer experiences there. That's a very Anaheim thing, which is why you go next door to Golden Road.
Okay, so maybe they had nothing better to do.
Well, no.
Yeah.
That's the only option. They were like beaches.
The whole idea was City Connect. There ain't a damn thing city about Knott's Berry Farm. They could have got Knott's Berry Farm.
It's honestly like if the Dodgers did a beach theme.
Yeah.
We're not the beach.
No.
Like at all.
We're the hellhole known as Los Angeles.
We play for the Dodgers.
Where things smell like pee. Craig Osterberg, it looks like softball uniforms. I think that's what I liked about the Rockies one. They looked like softball uniforms, and that just gave me some warmth and cuddlies.
They look like the slow pitch guys that show up with all the big white dudes who hit balls like really far, and then they drink very violently in the parking lot.
Have the Jazz
violently.
already placed a lawsuit to sue them for stealing their design? I mean, Cody and I were talking about this. Who's off camera, but Cody does a great job for us. Big basketball fan like myself.
Gary wants to design the next City Connect. Our Gary, by the way. I believe that is our Gary Lee.
Do we have multiple Gary Lees? Look, all I'm saying is that the Rockies one is not good at all because it has nothing. I mean, look, they're like, let's put mountains in it. And they're like, yeah, let's do that. Great idea. We're the Rockies. And they're like, okay. And then we'll put some forestry in it. And they're like, yeah. Of course, we're in Colorado. And they're like, let's make them white and green. And they were like, hold on.
Wait a second.
Wait. Where'd you get the white and green from? It has nothing to do with anything about the Rockies. I imagine the guy
on the phone with the marketing company who's designing who turns. He has the Rockies main logo in his office. He's like, white and green. He's like, yeah, I guess so.
Snow. When it's not snow, mountains green. Boom. Lawyered.
I guess that would be good. Yeah. White and green for sure.
Well, you don't want to be the same boring colors. They can't be purple.
I mean, they could.
Anyways, still better than the Angels. Angels, garbage.
It should have been
just
white
in general.
And purple.
Most of the City Connects are pretty rough.
They're pretty rough. Still nothing.
Especially
nothing worse than them white players weekends unis though from 2019. Woof.
Those were awful. Went to that Yankees game. That was brutal because it's Dodgers Yankees. Instead of seeing their iconic uniforms, it's all of the
pajamas.
Black. With the pitcher had to wear a different color hat due to the rules with the baseball. Anyway.
That was so freaking stupid with those hats.
So lame.
I mean, those jerseys, dude. I went to that and I was like, look at these guys playing in their onesies.
Yeah, Gonsolin versus Sabathia, totally ruined. Do the Giants have the worst City Connect jersey with the fog, the traffic cone orange?
Ooh, the Home Depot uniform?
They might have the worst ones.
Oh, solid. I still
really? Are you serious?
Want to know why? Mostly I just said, and then I just said words. I didn't really.
You didn't really accept the fact that you had just agreed to the fact that they have the worst ones.
I'm just trying to keep track of your power rankings.
Because
you have in and out of
the low bar is the Angels for me. That's why.
Okay.
At least
I don't know. I still think the Astros ones are pretty lame too, but
those are brutal.
I do think that the Giants ones are worse.
Worse than last year's All-Star jerseys?
I'm just glad that so far the Dodgers have worn theirs once because we don't need that. We have an iconic uniform.
ESPN ranks the Dodgers as the worst ones.
Well, ESPN
ESPN also ranked their regular jersey the best of all time.
To be fair, they ranked the Rockies ones as the best ones. So
they can all eat a dick.
They did number one. Number one. Yeah.
I like what Brian says here. City Connect jerseys
White
suck.
Sox ones are
all of them.
White Sox ones are by far the best ones.
The Wrigleyville ones are brutal. The Cubs
horrible,
ones,
horrific. Marlins ones are pretty cool. The Nationals ones are decent-ish.
I just think in 10 to 15 years, we're going to go back and look at some of these City Connects when the MLB was trying to figure out the New Jersey thing. Because it's clearly an NBA play, right? The NBA has a million different alternates. And they're going to go back in 10 years and be like, wow, I can't believe we actually put professional baseball players in that jersey on a broadcasted game. I mean, some of them are horrific.
Anyways, those are our thoughts on things that we've talked about so far. Moving on. Let's get a little bit of roster talk, little Dodger talk, because that's what we're here for, apparently. Some people get real angry when we don't talk about the Dodgers, but we got to talk about some of them, really two of them falling like flies, because it happened so quick and it happened so unexpectedly. But Kevin Pillar died immediately. He came up. We didn't even get to, did we talk about him on this last week that he made his debut, or was that Roundtable? Because it was the Kevin Pillar experience was so short-lived.
He showed up on Monday. Or Sunday.
Was it Roundtable?
Last Sunday. So no, he was on the podcast too.
I forgot we did this thing last week on Tuesday, but his shoulder exploded and then he kept playing twice. So that's cool. He found a way to remain a Dodger, and that's on the 60-day IL with a shoulder operation up front coming up for him.
Do you want your bet money now or later?
You guys remember us talking about it last week. There's a bet. And right now, what is his OPS? Is it still negative or
no, he doesn't have an infinitely negative weighted runs created plus anymore.
He did have 2 hits in that game and then died. So he's probably still negative 70 or negative 40.
It is.
And you said it would be over 90 plus 90.
He's at negative 5.
So what kind of beer should Eric be procuring for your boy here? You guys let us know in the comments below. Other people who have died, though, Eddie Rios' hamstring said, nah, fam, and they just went. That's the story I got for it.
Yeah, it's just it's frustrating because he was finally starting to look big league hitterish.
I like how all of Eddie's injuries are just oh, by the way, Edwin's dead.
Yeah, just
every time.
Shoulder's gone.
Did Doc lie about it again before telling everyone the truth?
No, I mean, this time it was very much just like also Eddie has a torn hamstring. And everyone's like, what?
Like the last 10 seconds of the video, and then he goes, oh, yeah, by the way.
Very much that. Very much that kind of vibe.
Because it happened, obviously, very quick. And it was, people were just kind of upset, like, why is he not in the lineup? Right, like you finally have an opportunity and you're throwing Mckenzie in there for some reason.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, yeah, by the way, he blew his hamstring. Ripped from the bone. Which they really love saying on these hamstring injuries.
It always makes me kind of squeamish thinking about it.
We talked about that earlier. Jason Repko, shout out. You guys remember that one, right? Right.
Do you guys have any expectations for Zach McKinstry?
No. I think I ran out of expectations when I learned for months he was closing his eyes when trying to hit the ball.
You know, when he on Friday when he came up to the plate, and I was like, I bet you he hits a home run right here. And then just crushed it. I was like, of course he does. That's going to buy him a little bit of time, I think.
But with these setbacks come opportunities for other dudes. Again, Zach did take advantage. Everyday Eddie, as I'm calling him, Eddie Alvarez. Did you know?
2-time Olympian, 2 different sports, 6th person ever, 3rd American to ever do it.
And he's got a sister on K-Rock.
Great radio station.
It's a real...
Nicole Alvarez.
It's a real...
I think his biggest claim to fame is that his sister's Nicole Alvarez.
Did they put that? Does he put all that on LinkedIn? My sister is Nicole Alvarez.
Him and Jeff Devannon.
Your boy Jeff Devannon. Everyday Eddie coming up, getting the job done and doing his thing. I'm not expecting him to be long for this roster, but maybe. You never know. Still no Rake Lamb. You really gotta feel for my boy Jake Lamb.
It's June, so his opt-out date had to come and go because it was in May, as far as I know.
It was a load of horse shit.
Unless it came and he was just like, I'll just keep playing until you need me, I guess.
Yeah,
and then
Kevin
Pillar died and he was like, yes! And they were like, no.
He did what we all do. He just went on the 40-man and looked how many times he saw the word IL. He's like, I'm going to stick around. He's like, my time's coming.
I'm going to be here sooner rather than later. But, I mean, if you look at their roster now and, like, how many people are on the 60-day IL and, like, who's coming back, like, obviously, like, Kershaw's going to be back pretty soon. This weekend, obviously. But he was not a 60-day guy. So they're going to have to add somebody to that 40-man roster. And I think if you're looking around at it, Kevin Pillar just hit the 60. Things are going to happen. Things are going to move. Jake Lamb's coming, dude. Not soon, but he is.
My boy's going to be. You want to know why? They're doing him dirty like they did my boy Matt Beatty. They know I'm a lamb booster. I'm part of the Lamely.
The Ramley?
As they call it. Rake Lame.
Everybody calls it that.
That's what we call it. We have shirts. Free Jake Lamb. I'm starting it now. Hashtag Free Jake Lamb. Let's get it trending on... what are those like old? Let's get it trending on MySpace, gang. Let's go.
Yeah, that way you can get DFA'd and go to the Padres.
There you go.
Too soon. But, he's around. He's doing well enough. 12 bombs, AAA. He's kind of been stuck there for a little bit. 890 OPS. AAA pitching.
By the way, if you guys were interested, Matt Beatty's career is dying in San Diego.
That's a bummer.
Absolutely.
Wait, is he still on his never-ending rehab assignment, or is he back up?
I'm not sure.
Because he was hurt. He was hurt for a hot minute.
He has an OPS plus of 7.
He's better than Pillar.
Really?
Yeah. Pillar's negative.
Shit.
-5. Your boy. On the men, though, there's other good stuff happening. Clayton Kershaw, good. Had a nice outing at single A. Rancho down the street. Tim Rogers was there. 4 innings, 1 earned run. Got the job done. Does not want to be there. He very much let it be known he does not want to be doing any more minor league rehab assignments. He's going to be coming back to the rotation Friday or Saturday, right? I think he's throwing a side session on Wednesday.
Right, if that goes well.
In Chicago.
They have some dates they've penciled in.
Do you think he'll throw to Yasmani Grandal? There.
Why would he do that?
Because Grandal's there in the White Sox.
Yeah, they don't catch for each other.
They're friends.
So?
Best friends.
I don't think they are.
No, nobody likes Yasmani Grandal. No. Congrats on 10 years, bud.
If I was a betting man.
He really reached 10 years?
Yeah. You didn't see they gave him a whole thing.
Did they?
They gave him a chest protector of all of his.
Hang his jersey in the dugout. Rest in peace, Eloy's titty.
Oh, rest in peace. We love it. You were saying words?
If I was a betting man, the Dodgers have proven this year that they will go to extreme lengths to create a soft landing spot for Kershaw. He has like a 1.25 career ERA at Oracle Park. Seem to line up very well for him to come back and pitch this weekend.
They are very much giving him the 2019 Chris Paddock treatment, by the way.
Yeah, they're just pillowing the hell out of his starts.
They should.
Best number 5 starter in baseball right now, baby.
Supposed to be Tony Gonsolin.
Do we think tomorrow, Tuesday, is Mitch White's final start? Or are they going to go 6-man? I know Dave kind of toyed with that over the weekend.
I think they'll go 6-man once they go back to Haney. I don't think they'll go 6-man in between that. I mean, Mitch White could hang around because the staff is tired. So there's a good chance he does hang around as a swingman for a while. So maybe it's like a 6-man without it actually being called a 6-man. Could be something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think Roberts did talk too, though, that kind of limits you. You're down to seven relievers in if you go with a 6-man, and that may not exactly be. We just spent 15 minutes talking about the bullpen,
but their 6-man is also kind of a piggyback role.
It's like a hybridization. It's not a true
fake.
6.
It's like when they were going Kenta and Ryu for a while. It was like fake but real.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a 1987 6-man rotation where it's like you're going to pitch 6 innings, but we have 6 guys that do that. To your point, they do kind of mess around with it a little. It is somewhere in the gray area.
Definitely need help, and they're definitely going to be changing, if I'm not mistaken, changing the way you can use your roster and how many pitchers you can have sometime.
They're losing
a
spot. They're losing another. It goes down. It goes down one more.
You can only have 13 or whatever. Right now we have 14. It's kind of dumb. Just let people.
Do you think Dave's aware of that rule? Oh, he is because he talked about it.
God damn. Anyway, Andrew Heaney, aforementioned.
Heaney heads
is on his way back. Made his first start at AAA. Give a run over 3 innings. All reports looks fine. I'm assuming 2 or 3 more starts unless something goes real bad. We could be seeing that 6-man rotation real soon. That's going to be a tidbit interesting, I guess. Although I've been a proponent for the 6-man rotation for a little while. Plus, it gives more time between starts for guys like Julio, guys like Walker, who'll be riding that struggle bus a good amount. Hopefully helps out the bullpen a little bit because, you got more dudes living. That's all I got.
Great weekend if you wanted to see Dodgers players in minor league games this weekend. This was the weekend for you. You had Andrew Heaney starting. You had Max Muncy playing for OKC, as did Andrew Heaney. You had, like we talked about, Kershaw, Rancho Cucamonga. I mean, good day to get a nice cheap ticket to watch some pro league talent play.
Yeah, Roach is going to be thriving.
He's a 66ers guy.
He probably still goes to Quakes games, right? He's close enough.
No, I had to drag him out to the one he came out where I was there.
Roach, don't be a coward.
Yeah, don't be a coward.
I'll go to a Quakes game if you go.
Let the boy sleep in your bed.
Maybe. I hate Quakes games.
Let's go to Lake Elsinore.
Storm?
Yeah. Love Lake Elsinore.
I've never been.
Good monster deals down there.
Muncy so far 1 for 6 at AAA, and they have said they're going to leave him down there. They kind of claim. Dave Roberts over the weekend. If it's 2 games, if it's 6 games, I don't think anyone knows right now. The challenge for Max is to just be honest about how he feels. I really hope they just give him some time. I do not think he should be down there yet. That's my opinion. The elbow did not look good. When he was grimacing after gently running into a fence.
The netting at Nationals Park, yeah.
It's a pretty soft landing when you're running into netting.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that Max Muncy should be on the 60-day IL. Like, very much should be on the 60-day IL. Just give that dude time. Let him figure his shit out, dude.
Honestly, he should have been shut down for a month. I was saying last week.
He should not have been ready for the start of the season.
No. I don't know why they rushed.
He wasn't hitting in spring training. He wasn't showing any power. He looked very slow when his swing. Everything about him was like, that guy's probably not ready to play after a torn UCL in his elbow. And they were like, we really need him. And I was like, I don't think we do. I think we're okay.
I thought part of the reason they signed Freddie Freeman was to allow Max Muncy to have some nice runway to wait till he was fully healthy.
And they were like, nah, play third base because JT's old as shit.
Yeah. I mean, so let's say they did put him on the 60 IL. Would you go out there and try to grab it back? Because we talked about that last week on the table. You'd go with what you had.
Eggman, baby.
An actual real player.
Things change a little bit. Things do change a little bit now that Eddie's going to be probably missing a decent chunk of time. Things do change a little bit. Yeah. There is probably a bat out there that you could use. Somebody with just some pop. Honestly, that's all you really need. Somebody with some pop.
JD Martinez.
That's a little too much pop, I think.
That's a dream.
A little too much. Yeah, but I mean, there are like bench players that you can get with some pop that I think can fill the role nicely.
You know who could be available?
Your mom.
Nelson Cruz.
Shut up, dude.
Listen, he was supposed to be a Dodger.
Is he hitting?
So is Jorge Solaire.
He was supposed to be a Dodger.
Is he hitting?
699 OPS, 5 bombs, 28 ribs. He's getting the job done for a 41-year-old man.
DH, so you'd have
DH. You just let him do his thing. Things will be better for him here in LA with Rob Van Scoyoc and company.
So you wouldn't.
Aaron Bates went with Muncie to AAA, by the way.
You wouldn't be concerned about having to play JT at third base all the time?
Still the best option we have, even if elderly. I would rather see him over Max Muncy playing third.
Yeah, I just know that JT was having some hamstring issues over the last couple of days. That's why they opted to DH him. But yeah, I wouldn't hate to see JT at third base. It's
nothing goes better than Summer and JT and hamstring issues. Just saying. But if you want a bat, you're looking for that dude who's straight slugger, veteran presence. I'd give to you. He's been there, done that.
Nelson Cruz.
Nelly Cruz is your guy.
It's good. Dude.
And then would I ultimately win the bet? Would we go back? Would we be able to go back? Look,
no.
There was no cap.
No.
I just said he will be a Dodger.
No. We're gonna go back and say that he's gonna. No.
What do you guys think? Like how
you want to bet $5 more?
You guys got to give him the backstory.
Also, add in the fact that he's actually
people got to watch this show.
He's not having a great year.
He's not having a great year, but he's still doing fine. Like the slug isn't quite there. He's getting on base for an old man.
No, he's not. A 335 mark.
For an old man.
We're grading this on the 42-year-old scale.
Get Albert back. What are we doing here?
Oh, I mean ace reliever?
Yeah.
Did you know that he's the only player to ever pitch and hit 600 home runs or more ever?
There you go.
Just saying.
Mikey.
There's just some options. Did you have any other? You did a thing about this, didn't you?
I had Jorge Solaire on there, who the Dodgers also kicked the tires on this offseason to sign for a DH. He's on the Marlins. He's on a 3-year deal, but he has opt-outs after this year and next year. He's making, it's kind of variable, but I think the average annual value is like somewhere in the low teens. I think it was 11 or 12 million bucks. So he can hit left-handed pitching. I think that's an important thing to think about if we are going to go out there and get a bat, which I probably don't think the Dodgers are going to do. But
in the comments, pick odd hills to die on for a chat that's talking about Nelson Cruz. Fucking weirdos.
Yeah, there's some weirdos I'm trying to get on there. You were saying?
That was it. He finished his conversation. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hey,
maybe Xander Bogaerts if you want to get really crazy.
Hey, you know who I'd love to see? Jock Peterson. Yeah, Jock is having like a dumb good year.
He's having an incredible year. I just don't see the Giants and the Dodgers making a trade.
Tommy Pham slapped him so goddamn hard that he's having a good season.
Yeah.
Listen, that happened like way after the fact. Jock's been he's even kind of hitting lefties, I think, question mark. Where's he at?
I'm not going to back that up.
He's not hitting lefties.
He had been like to start the season.
Do you think Andrew Friedman and general manager Brandon Gomes?
He's taken a big step back since he got slapped, actually.
oh yeah. Well, you know.
He's had a rough go of it.
Still 950 OPS. I'd love to have my Jock boy back.
What if Friedman and Gomes just call Farhan and be like, hey, you know that prospect you really liked 5 years ago when you worked here? Well, guess what? He's still a minor league prospect. You can have him for Jock Peterson and just see what he does.
Wait, I wasn't listening to most of that. What was the start? Who?
Well, Farhan, as you know, sir, used to work for the Dodgers. So I'm he probably has some minor leaguers that are in our system that he helped draft that he probably really likes. So maybe you're like, hey, you remember so-and-so? We still have them, the maple kind. You can have them if you give us Jock Peterson.
Max Muncy. Then Farhan can go out and get him 3 times. And then, boom, we got a first baseman, Jock Peterson.
Did you just put Max Muncy on the Giants?
Yeah.
This got weird.
For fun.
For funsies.
For funsies.
Nelson Cruz, DH. Max Muncy is on the Giants, and Jock Peterson is your new starting first baseman for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Shout out.
Scott Strong pointing out there's a lot of problems in them Red Sox. So there's your J.D. Martinez. You got Kike. We've talked before about Nady Eovaldi.
Xander Bogaerts.
A lot of options.
You know who's like a very under the radar kind of guy is Andrew Benintendi.
Yeah, he's having a nice year too.
Benny on the Royals.
Benny, yeah, he's having.
Speaking of the Red Sox,
so I mean that's a guy that you could definitely see making a move for. I mean, he doesn't really fit anything because he's just a left-handed outfielder. But
yeah,
you could find a spot for him. You can figure it out. The dude's putting up like a 132 OPS plus, and he's slugging like 415.
Whit Merrifield still royally shitting the bed.
Oh yeah,
no pun intended. Gilbert Luna pulling at FRG's heartstrings. Bring back Alex Verdugo.
Oh my boy,
that dude is really shitting the bed, isn't he? Verdugo? Isn't he having a pretty bad year?
He's not having a great year.
He's hitting for contact. He has no power, which is kind of surprising.
That was always going to be his game.
Well, yeah, he's a
but not
doubles
like
guy.
not like zero power.
He's a gap-to-gap
He
guy.
does have zero power right now.
Yeah,
Don't force him to hit the long ball. I mean, Gavin Lux has no power.
Well, that's because he
Freddie Freeman has
changed
no
up his
power.
game and decided that he's never going to hit a home run again.
I think Freddie Freeman's going to finish the year with more home runs than Alex Verdugo.
I would definitely put a lot of money on that happening.
Yeah, he's slugging. Verdugo's slugging 361. There's no bueno.
No.
Fair point.
There's your retort.
I have no comeback.
There is.
Got you there.
Your retort. The one last bit of update to roster-ish related things. Blake Trinan had a catch. That's about it.
We're doing this.
Yeah,
you want to do this right now?
That.
Is it
Didn't
havoc?
we just complain? We complained about.
We
this
all agreed about this.
Okay.
Do you want to ask the audience?
Did we do that internally? Didn't we do this on the show
We
last
did
week?
this offline before.
You want to have a catch over it, or
do you play catch or do you have a catch? Drop down below in the comments. Make sure to subscribe. Review really helps.
I play catch.
You play catch. You don't have a catch.
No, you throw.
I fucking beam it in there.
Yeah, you just gun it in there. Yeah,
you just fire that shit in.
Yeah. We're talking about the still baseball, right?
Oh yeah. Not
yeah.
moms. Sorry.
Yeah,
Office baseball, actually.
Threw 4 innings today in
Proud of
office
you.
baseball. My shoulder hurts.
Didn't even ice it.
Yeah, no earned runs.
Everybody play catch. Just saying, sometimes you got to have a catch.
Joe Young, you guys did the catch thing last week. Joe he has the memory of an elephant.
That's what
so
I'm saying.
gonna trust
I know
him.
we did this last week.
We're not in Iowa. You play catch.
Got to get the corn in. Anyways, I guess that's about it. Thoughts on your first show back after going out on assignment, different things, being Dodger Stadium boy?
I didn't miss any of you whores.
How many wins did the Dodgers get this week, gentlemen?
Real professional.
Thank you guys. I appreciate that.
6
couple
games.
against the Chi Sox, couple against the Gigantes.
3 against the White Sox in Chicago, 3 in San Francisco.
I'm gonna split. They say they split it right down the dick.
I'm gonna go. We're gonna be 5-1 in this roadie.
Wow, I got 4-2.
I think you were pretty accurate on the last roadie, right?
He was.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I was listening to you talk, and I was like, he's very wrong.
Wait, you actually listened to me talk for once?
Yeah. And
I
then
hear he's got a great voice.
No, and then you said,
Guys, that's a big
You said
update.
I think they're gonna go like 6-1 or something like that. And I was like, I think he's right on this one. And then
You
we
don't pay attention to me.
Yeah, that makes all of us. You guys ever wake up in the morning and everything hurts?
Oh, you're gonna feel that tomorrow. I
got
today.
a real bad sunburn at the beach this weekend.
Oh,
it's real bad.
Pobrecita.
I look like Neapolitan ice cream without the chocolate.
There's a beach in Riverside?
I don't live in Riverside, asshole.
Hey, he lives down the street.
Yeah, I live right
Shack. Yeah.
Come on now.
At Brooks' house.
Interestingly enough, I went to Huntington Beach, where the Angels apparently live.
Oh.
Yeah. Did you see Mike Trout there? Was he surfing?
Famous for the Anaheim Angels in Huntington Beach.
Did not see it.
Anyway, sorry we wasted all your time, guys. Hope you had a little fun talking some Dodgers here on this Monday. Off day Dodger talk. We don't get that many off days anymore, but we'll be back next week doing this show, and you can catch us with some more stuff this week. Designated Twitter be dropping either tomorrow or Monday morning, and we are going to have some new Dodgers Nation Roundtable this week. Until then, find us on the internet at DodgersNation.com. Do subscribe to us on YouTube, YouTube.com/DodgersNationTV. Hit that bell. Leave a like. Tell your mom. It's a good time. Everybody enjoys it. Find us on as a podcast on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Play, Stitcher Radio, Pandora, everywhere podcasts are available for free. We live there. Do leave a nice review, or we will be sad.
Download the Dodgers Nation app. You can find it in the App Store.
Do that, or else Gary is going to lose it, and he's going to beat us all.
Yeah,
You guys might see
there'll
a
be no
Gary
show
sighting next week.
We'll be dead.
He won't let Eric go home this week, and it's going to be real bad because Cass needs him. Guys, I am at BrookMe3 on Twitter and Instagram. That guy's at RealFRG. That's Eric. So you know Eric. We're at Dodgers Nation on Twitter and Instagram as well. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Thank you for all your questions. Thank you for all your comments. Let your moms know I am back, and I'll see you next week.
Bye.